So, why can't people make money? And we're going to hit on this. Whether you are a Christmas light business, you're a pressure washing business, or you're any type of business at the end of the day. And I got a story that is kind of relevant to this. It's a little bit about me, what I've been going through here lately. And I haven't shared it too much, but I want to be open with you guys. And so I'm going to share a little bit of my story, and we will talk about it here tonight as we start and as I try to help you get through these mindsets and these things that hurt us and slow us down and stop us. And so with that, this is what I'm going to talk about. This is something that I've been dealing with. And it's not exactly the same thing, but it is the same thing. And so with that, we will get started here. I was hoping some comments come in and we will get started here. And, you know, one of the things that I see a lot of times with this here is not knowing what's holding us back, right? What are the things that hold us back? Why do most pressure washing businesses not make money? Why do they struggle? Why do you see so many rigs for sale that are brand new or barely brand new rigs? Why are they set for sale? And what can we do to not make this happen to you, right? And that's what we are going to hit on. So, but before we get started on there, I'm not really hitting on you, Pink Robin. I'm going to hit some names here, and we'll see how everybody's doing tonight. How's everybody doing? Are you okay, Pink Robin, and all you Florida people, and you South Carolina people that are about ready to get hit by another or the same hurricane that Florida got hit by? And so how's everybody doing? So we got Pink Robin in here. We got Quality Swan Cleaning Services. What's up, Jason? Hope you're doing well. From Charlotte, North Carolina. He took my class a couple years or last year. We got Ricky. What's up? Ricky got his fishing going on. Okay, I'm here, 101. Hey, Jason. What up, Jason? What are you doing? I'm doing. Hail to the king. What's up, Jason? What up, family? Failure to market correctly. Yes, that is one for sure. People fail because they try to stay busy instead of building a business. Yeah, Trish is working on this one really hard right now. But you know what? Sometimes we got to learn from a school of hard knocks. So hopefully it don't take too long. No word for that this week, but I'm here. Awesome. Yes, I did. Hey, from Southwest Florida. You all got hammered hard from all the videos and stuff that I'm seeing. Doing good, brother. Getting hit tomorrow. Pray for Florida. Yes. All right. So I want to hit on something that has, hey, Jason, how are you? I really learned a lot from your last live. Awesome. Hello. Spent too much money on equipment before getting business. So I'm going to talk a little bit about me. I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about me, what I have been going through here lately. And so some of you knew that I kind of had a scare back in February where I thought I was having a stroke or something. And I went to the ER and they didn't find nothing. And they're like, you need to go get a sleep test. You need to do this. You need to do this. And so I went and got my sleep test about 2 weeks or about a month ago, I guess. And so I've snored a lot since even at the firehouse, they're like, they would always throw stuff at me to try to sleep or so that they could sleep. I slept just fine. I never heard anything. I would hear the tones, but that was about it. And so I actually went and got the sleep test. I didn't want to, but I was like, I want to. And where I'm going at this is, you know, before this happened, I was a type of person that I would sleep. I would sleep all night. And I felt like I got a good rest. But I wasn't really. So I went and did my sleep study, and they went and I came to the office and the doctor's like, you're abnormal. And I'm like, well, I could have told you that. I'm an entrepreneur, right? That's abnormal. Everything about me is abnormal. And so I know I'm abnormal. I could have told you that. But he's like, your sleep study is different than anybody that I've really ever seen. And he's like, so there's two different types of sleep apnea. If you don't know about sleep apnea, there's two different types. There's a type that is around your throat, whether it's too or you're too fat, all of those factors. And then there's type 2, that's central sleep apnea, where your brain doesn't tell your lungs to breathe. And so out of my test, I had both. Half of them were my fatness, and the other half was because my brain wasn't doing it. And so overnight, I'm only getting about 4% sleep, of good sleep, and you're supposed to get 25% of dreamy sleep. And the other thing about this is my O2 was going down. I was like 77% in O2. Now you're like, Jason, what does this have to do with why most people don't, why most people fail, or why most people don't make money? And this is what it has to do with it. So, I mean, I would take a nap here and there every so often. But when they told me that I have this problem, which it is a problem, don't get me wrong, and I don't have my machine yet, it's 4 to 6 weeks out before I can get one, that I'm not sleeping. And so I actually go take a nap now. Or I'm like, man, I'm so tired now, because it's in my brain that I'm not getting sleep at night. And this is the same thing that people deal with. And this is why a lot of times why people don't make money is because it's up here. Because we believe what we've been told, or we believe what we've been taught. We believe that when you were a kid and your parents says that you were stupid, you believe that. And it's still in the back of your head, and you believe that. Right now, I believe I'm tired and I'm ready to go take a nap, because they told me I wasn't getting no sleep, even though that I've got sleep all night long. Those are the things that I believe. And so now I go take a nap, because if I don't, I'm just like, man, I'm ready to fall asleep at the wheel, because I didn't get my good sleep last night, because they told me I didn't get good sleep. And so this is the exact same thing of why people can't make money. People can't make money because they believe that they don't have the right equipment. They believe that they believe that they're not good enough. They believe a whole lot of bullcrap. A whole lot of BS is what they believe. And that's something that will hold you back and will keep you from growing. And I know this isn't something that is like, oh, this is what but this is one of the things that will hold you back. And so if you have a poor person mentality, if you were poor and it's going to be hard for you to grow your business. That's why I always say that I can help a dude that made 100,000 to get to 200,000 real easy, versus a guy that's made, which a lot of you are in this $20 to $30, $40 an hour range, and try to get you to $100,000. It's harder for me to believe, for you to believe that you are worth high ticket pricing, that you are worth $400 an hour, that you are worth $300 an hour, because what you believe is I was only worth $20 an hour a year ago, and now you're telling me I'm worth $300 an hour, right? You know, I got a guy doing garbage can, and he was making $60,000. That's $30 an hour. Actually, it wasn't, because he was working a lot of overtime to get there. And so now he's making, last year he did $400,000. And this year, he's probably going to hit $1 million, or come real close to doing $1 million. And what has changed in 2 years? What has changed is up here, his mindset. He's gotten around positive people. He's gotten around other people that are smarter than him. And he has listened, and he has taken this stuff to the next level. And so you limit yourself within your own mind 100%. And this is something that I did a deck today. So I know I say I hate decks, and I still hate decks. And so our pastor called and asked, do you know anybody that cleans and seals decks? And I know people that clean decks. I don't know anybody that seals decks. And I'm like, you know what? I need videos. And so I'm like, I'm dumb enough to go get some videos out of cleaning and sealing a deck. And so I went, and a couple days ago, we cleaned it, and today I sealed it. It looks amazing. I don't know if I can get a picture of it up here. It looks really good, cleaned and sealed. That was actually, let me see if I can get a better picture here. But it looks really good, and it's a big deck. This isn't a small deck. This is a 1,000 square foot deck. It's with a lot of steps and stuff. So it is a big deck. A big deck. Let's see if I can save this image as, and I'll pull it over here. But this is some things that I was talking to him, and it got me thinking of why people struggle. Why do people struggle to try to make money? Why do you struggle to have time freedom? Why do you struggle to have financial freedom? And a lot of times, and I was also dealing with, I was working with Trisha because she's in my mentorship. And so she was telling me, Jason, I did this big barn, and, this big hog barn, and, I'm getting $1,600, but it's going to end up taking me 3 or 4 days. You're going to make $400 a day. And that's not good money, right? That's not good money. Yes. Is that okay money? Yes. But could you do $1,600 in a day? Absolutely, you can. And so it is definitely something that we have to think about when we are doing this stuff, so that way we can grow our business, right? And so this is the deck I did. I actually screwed some of it up, but I fixed it. So that's the beautiful thing of this here. So this was the deck I did. I didn't do the railings. All I had to do was the floor. So we cleaned it. We put a transparent down because that's what they wanted. And so it took me and DJ cleaning it, sealing it, everything. We had about 8-10 hours in it. Now that was a lot of videoing. And so it was just a lot of videos and that kind of stuff. So it was something that we did so that way it looks good. I got a lot of video out of it. And so that was the goal, right? The goal was getting video. And so I could have video to put up for you guys. So the thing that I was sitting there talking to the pastor and DJ, we were all sitting there talking, is, why does it hold you back so much? What are the things that hold you all back? What are some mindsets that hold you back? What are some things that hold you back to keep you from growing? I want to see some of them in there. And you're right, Dark Horse. Yes, it's all mindset. And I agree with it. The more I learn about mindset, the more it just blows my mind. I was actually talking to my wife, right, of even growing this business. It's about mindset. If I don't believe that we can grow it, it won't grow. It just won't grow. But if I have a mindset that this is where I want to be at, this is why I tell you, and we're getting at the end of the year to plan for next year. This is why we set goals, and we set big goals. We set BHAG goals, big, hairy, audacious goals, right? Because when we do this, this will allow us to get from here to here. And that's what is being very good. Yes. And talking about that, this is another thing that will keep you from not making money. Not being being inconsistent in marketing. I see so many people, they'll market, and then they get busy, and then they quit marketing. And then they quit working, and then they're like, oh my God, the world's going to come to an end because I quit marketing. This is why when I do the 26 steps to the house wash, probably 10 of the 26 is about marketing, because we already got this job. We got to get the next job. And then we got to get the next job after that. It's not about this job. It's about the next job. A lot of times we get to these jobs and we're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I need to hurry up and get this house wash done. I need an 8-gallon a minute machine. I need a 10-gallon machine. Somebody told me that if I had an 8-gallon machine, I could get done faster. And if I can get done faster, then I'm going to not have any work because I haven't learned how to do marketing to get more business to worry about if I need a bigger machine. And so I'm going to go buy a $25,000 machine, and that's going to get me work. I know $25,000 rig is going to get me work. Or maybe, you know what, a $20,000 rig will get me work. And let me just tell you a secret. It's not going to get you working. That is not. Tight-fisted with marketing budget. You know, exactly. It's kind of what I'm just sitting there, right? We will spend $20,000 on equipment. We'll buy $20,000 worth of lights, but we won't spend $20,000 of a on marketing to save our life. Because why? Because it's not fun and sexy. And so this is what this is why we have to do the things we need to do. Is your Facebook live? It's supposed to be. I haven't seen nobody from Facebook yet, though. So I don't know if it is or not. I see LinkedIn is. I seen one from LinkedIn and Facebook. Yep, I see somebody from Facebook. It is easy to forget how powerful mindset is. It's good to reread books or have a list of notes to remind yourself how to think. And that's, you know, and I've said that, you know, investing in yourself, whether it's books, it's going to training, it is definitely something that will help you get over this problem of this here. Steps to succeed in pressure washing business. Steps to succeed is marketing, marketing, marketing. $20,000 in marketing will get you work. I guarantee you $20,000 in marketing will get you work. You know, that's the thing that I try to get through people's head. You know, and that's another thing. You know, I've had people be like, Jason, just get me leads. I can do it. Can you? You know, there is a learning curve. There's reason why you got to kind of start with training wheels and before you can start flying, right? If you don't understand business, it's going to hurt you a whole lot. How many spots left for Christmas lights? There's a few. There's not a lot, but there is a few. Because we will cap it at 30 because we had like 31, 32, and it was really tight in there. This is a great one. Fear of messing something up at a customer's house and failing is the biggest thing that holds me back. I've been working on getting past that. I'm hoping more reps will make more confident, and it will. And you know, one of the things, that's why I was telling DJ, because I did screw up the deck. I furred it pretty good. It was real nice and furry. And you know what? I fixed it. I went in there, I took the sander on it, and I fixed it, right? Sometimes we have to fix, you know, we're not just, you know, I always say we're a customer service business, right? We are a customer service business, but we're also a troubleshooting business. When we screw up something, we got to fix it. Whether it's the little stupid lamps that keep falling over and we got to put them all back together that we knocked over, or it is, you know, we screw up a deck, we screw up a house, and now we got to go get some Cleansall BC and screw and fix the where we screwed up the oxidation. Maybe we caused oxidation, and so now we got to fix those things. And so them are some things that we have to be able to fix. Budget is tight. My drive from St. Louis to North Carolina. Do I really need hot water pressure washer? No. To do a strip mall for gum removal? Yes, you do. You will need hot water for gum. And if you all have any questions, you can ask away. I'm not going to, I'll probably get something on there, but I will definitely do it. Do I really need a hot water pressure washer to do a strip mall? Yes, you do. You got to have hot water to get gum up. Otherwise, it won't come up. Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, Nathan, you wouldn't be the first one to come to our class and sleep in their car. We've had a couple that have done that. Steps to succeed in a pressure washing business. Market, not equipment. Answer your phone and follow up. I haven't even hit on follow up. Following up is another thing that will definitely keep us from doing this here. And so, you know, answering the phone and following up are probably the next two and most important thing next to marketing. You know, I see so many people that will spend a bunch of money in marketing and then they don't answer their phone. And it's like, well, that's the dumbest thing you ever did right there. You might as well just put a lighter full of gas on there and light that sucker up because you just did that to your money. We can fix mistakes because we charge $300 an hour. And this is so true, right? If we're trying to be the $99 guy and we screw something up, it's hard to fix it and still be at profit. I know there was somebody in the membership, and he was talking about he was doing a deck or a staining job or something, a staining job, and he had to paint the backside of the house because he got stain on it or something, and it ended up costing him $800 to get a painter out there. But he had charged enough, and he still made $1,000. Right? If we charge enough, we can overcome a lot of things. And yes, you can rent a hot water pressure washer. I've done it to get the gum up before. We had a Ponderosa and it had a bunch of gum. This was before we put the gum on there, or before we put the gum on there, before we had hot water on our units. And so I went and rented a hot water. It was like $150 for 4 hours. And I went, got it, hit all the gum spots, and took the machine back. This fall has been slower than previous falls. I know some people that have been busy, and I know other people that have not been busy. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Um, it's kind of weird, is what I'm going to say about it, because I know some people that are really busy, and then I know other people that are not. Now, I do know a lot of people that are getting really busy with Christmas lights, with a lot of quotes and stuff like that coming in. Best way to market, I'm using yard signs. That's honestly the best way to market right out of the get go. Other than that, if you're going to do Facebook, you can use Facebook, but again, we got to build an audience. We got to build our rapport. We got to build the groups up, and we're not talking about pressure washing groups, but we're talking about your neighborhood groups. You're doing that. Um, if you're doing Google ads, all of those awesome things is how we get business. But honestly, if you put out enough yard signs, it can keep you busy. I mean, Moses did. He put out 400 yard signs, and he did $30,000 a month. So it will work. I answer the phone, but I don't follow up after a quote, and that's leaving money on the table. It's very important that we are following up. If you're not following up, you're leaving money on the table. It's very important to follow up. Actually, I'm going to have Liam on Sunday night. He's a copywriter, and we're going to talk a little bit about following up. But Marketing Monday, I'm going to have him on again, and we're going to hammer on following up a lot and why is it important to follow up. Actually, I worked on that the other day with following up, and most people don't buy until either between the eighth and 12th touch, and most people give up after the first touch. It's like 88% give up after the first touch. Been super busy here. Awesome. What's the best way to handle the phone if you're full time and no one to answer it? And you can't use a company like Jill's yet. I mean, see if you can find some stay at home mom or something like that and pay them per call or something along those lines if you can't afford Jill's office. Because I would recommend Jill's for sure. You were talking about following up estimate 7 to 10. Open my eyes. Thanks. Yeah. Hurt on the job today in damn walking boot. Oh no. I'm busy and going to be hobbling around getting these jobs done. That stinks. How's Mr. Big Rob doing? Hey guys, what's up? Just bought my truck and I'm looking for equipment. Go on Marketplace and you can get a lot of stuff for free. And you can go down to Florida and probably get it for really free. It might be waterlogged now, but I think the biggest thing missed in the industry is sales. This isn't like other service business that recurring services weekly or monthly. And you're true about this. This is one of those business that you can get recurring money. Don't get me wrong. You can do other services, but this isn't like window cleaning where you're going in every 3-4 months, or gutter cleaning going in every 3-4 months. This is something that you're doing every year or 2 years, depending on if you're in Florida or not. And so if you're doing it every 2 years, that means you got to have a flow of leads coming in like no other. Do you ask for a customer for deposit before starting? Not with pressure washing. With Christmas lights, yes, but not with pressure washing. Liam has a lot of good information. He does. Liam will be on Sunday night and then Monday night with Monday Night Marketing. Should I get a separate number? It is good to get a separate number than your regular number. It is something that will help you later on if you start growing. And then you got to get rid of your cell phone number because that's your business number now. Do I need to adjust my unloader, or is it at all the tips of her downstream just getting started? You shouldn't have to adjust it. I mean, it's already adjusted for what it's at. It's probably adjusted for 3,500 or 4,000 psi, and then that's all you got. And then your tips will adjust from there. Jason, have you heard from Jason Hefner? I have. He did not get much of the storm. They're up in Sarasota, and the way I've been watching it, most of the storm got hit south of there, like Fort Myers. He was at the firehouse all last night, and then he did make it back home today, so that was good. What a roller coaster. Feel for our southern neighbors. Just watched your gutter cleaning video. How often should I offer to come back and clean them? Donovan's actually doing it 4 times a year. He gets them on a program and do it 4 times a year. You can do it 3 times a year, 4 times a year, and offer that as your package. Hey, you're not charging it all up at once, but you'll charge it when they come back, and you can say, hey, this way you don't ever have to worry about your downspouts getting clogged, blah 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 blah, and go from there. Can you connect your pressure washer to a fire hydrant? Probably technically, no, unless it has a one-way check valve. But we did hook it to our water tank. Selling high ticket average is important. Follow up and sales is everything. Premium pricing. If you sell premium pricing, I haven't pulled up that math in a while because this math is important when you think about this. I want to make sure my numbers are right. Because, I know a lot of people don't believe this, right? A lot of people don't understand how this math works. And the way this math works is, so this is how this math works. Let me see if I can get my math up here. Oh no. Shoot, my math, it ain't gonna allow me to do it. Crap. Here we go. Maybe I can do it this way. Here's the math, right? I want you to see this math here because this is important. This is important. I want to show you the math, right? Why we want to have a higher average ticket. Why do we do the things? Why does Jason talk about high average ticket? Why does he want me to try to get high average tickets? What's the importance of this? And this is what the importance of it is right here. And I'm going to show you here. So, and this is why we need to raise our prices. I had to take a picture of this, so it is what it is. So if we have 75 jobs, and this is if we get 100%, and we're at 75% close rate. So we're getting 75 jobs. We're only losing 25 out of 100, and our average ticket is a $300 average ticket. We will make $22,500, and this is with a close rate of 75%. If we only get half of the jobs, half of those jobs, and we do so we get 100 bids and we only get half of those jobs, and we just raise our average ticket up to $450, $150 more, and we will make the exact same money at $22,000 at the close rate of 50%. Just think about that. 50%, and now we will make 50, we will make 50%. Let's just say if we get it up to $600, we will make $30,000 for 50 jobs for $30,000. Now, we're going to go big scale. We're going to go really big scale. So you see here, we can do 750 jobs and we'll be at 75% close rate. We'll make $225,000. But if we close half of them at $450 and only do half the jobs, we'll make $225,000. We'll make the exact same amount of money. We're going to do quarter of the work and do all the same amount of money. Or if we can get our average ticket up another 100, so we'll be at $600,000. Or $600. We'll be at $300,000. So do you see why it's important we get our average ticket up? This is why we got to ask for packages, and we got to ask packages of $1,000, $1,500, because we want to get our tickets up. And when we get our tickets up, when we get those tickets up, then you can make money. This is how you can make more money doing less work. And a lot of people like, oh, I want to be so busy. I want a job every day, but they don't make no money because they got a job every day and they close that job by the $200 house wash when they could have been trying to get that $600 house wash, that $800 house wash, but they're not doing packages. And when you don't do packages, we're not going to get our average ticket up. And if we don't get our average ticket up, we're going to go out of business. And I don't want you to go out of business. I want you to make $100,000. And I don't want you to make $100,000 because you're doing so many freaking jobs and you're working 80 hours a week, because at that point, you're not making no money. You know, you're spending it all. You're going to be buying gas, equipment, and you're working. If you did the same amount of hours at McDonald's, you'd make the same amount of money, of $20 an hour. And that's not the goal. The goal is to make more money, do less work, so you have time freedom, you can have financial freedom, and go do the things that you want to do. That's the goal. The goal is not how much more work can we do, how much more things can we do. The goal is how much less can we do, and we be smarter about it. You know, we can start hiring people. You know, we can't hire people if we have low tickets. If we have low tickets, we can't hire people because we can't pay them enough for them to have a living wage. And you know what? And when Karen calls and says, you're too expensive, be like, you know what? I have employees that I take care of and they have a living wage and they make good money, and that's my goal. And so when that becomes your goal, those are the things that you can do so that you can grow your business. You can get it to the next level. You can hire the next technician. You can hire the next technician. But if we sit there and we try to be the cheapest person, guess what you're going to do? You're going to go out of business. You know, Jason Hefner sends me rigs every day, just about every day. He'll send me a rig that's for sale because they you know what they usually say? We changed our route, or I don't have time for it. You know what that means is they bought a $20,000 rig and they didn't spend no money in marketing, and now they can't make money, so they're going to dump this rig. That's what it means. I'm just telling you. He showed me a P&L, and it had like $450 for marketing. You want me to buy your business and you've only spent $450 in marketing? You ain't got crap. You got a $20,000 rig that's probably worth about 10 or 12 at the end of the day, and that's all you're going to get out of it. Now, if you spent that $20,000 in marketing, you had a badass website and you had good customers coming in, and guess what? Your business is worth way more than that $20,000 rig. But people don't get that, and people sell rigs all day long, and you all love to buy rigs, and I know I'm hitting on some toes, but that's not what's going to grow your business, guys. I can show you business after business after business that fails. And you want to know why it's going to fail? And here's the thing. If we are in whatever they're calling this right now, and it gets a little worse times, you know what? That rig is not going to make you money. We got to figure out how to market to the rich people so we can keep making our money. And that's the goal. How many people want to keep working and keep making money and not go out of business because you went after the low customers, and the low customers aren't where we need to be at. We need to be finding the high customers. We need to be finding those $1,000, $1,500 customers, because that's what's going to keep you in business. We can work with a $1,500 customer and do one a week, and we're making money at that point if it's just you. But if we do 5, 6 customers at $200, $300, we're not making no money, and you're going to go out of business. And the thing that I talked about when I started this is your mindset. The only thing holding you back from getting high ticket is you. That is the only thing holding you back from getting it, because you won't ask for those high tickets. You won't. You're too scared to. You're like, oh, I don't want to lose this job. I want to make sure I get this job. But you don't realize when you get that job, you're not making money. And you want to be making money, guys. I got a lot of jobs because other companies don't answer or follow up, fold up. It's 100% true. I mean, I can't argue with any of those words. Not one of them, because companies don't answer the phone. That's first off. And then they don't follow up. And if you don't follow up, you fold up. And it's 100% true. I will be in your area. Naples got clobbered. I'm 45 minutes north. Gutters depend on each property. How many trees? Some need it every few months. Here's the thing. You can still sell the service for 4 months, 4 times out of the year. Just because they don't have trees doesn't mean they're not clogged up. Doesn't mean their kids don't throw balls up there. Doesn't mean that pine needles don't get close to it. You can sell it. If they want to pay 4 times, let them pay. Oh, Jason, you're just screwing people. They want to pay me to go make sure their gutters, and so they don't have water in their basement, then they can pay me to do that. Or if they want to let water get in their basement for something stupid, they can do that too. Why would my downstream tank backflow with water? Because the ball is gone out of there. There's a little check ball valve in there, and that ball gets gone, it'll just shoot your tank, fill it full of water. It's a pretty thing. You take your downstream hose off, and it just sits there and sprays up in the air. It's not a good thing at all. Having more hoses blow than normal lately. Any thoughts? Are the wireless ones any good? I downstream mostly. They're okay. I like them because they're light. they're kind of goofy though. They like to twist on you, and they're kind of goofy. Do you recommend adding window cleaning as a service right out of the get go? I would definitely think about it for the exterior. It doesn't cost that much to add it, and you can pay. It'll pay you back pretty quickly. It's a good way to get your average ticket up 200-300 bucks just by adding it. My average ticket for this month is 459. Raise your prices. Add packages. What range for window prices? So I did. I started out with I was at 150, but DJ's like 175, 200, and then he goes up from there. Raise prices is less equipment breakdown, less replace and repair, and your employees should be less exhausted. Exactly. $2,000 job closed off packages. Packages are amazing, man. If you can offer a $2,500 or $2,000 package every time, people will pick it. You will be surprised how many people will pick a $2,000 $2,500 ticket. Quit shopping with your wallet. That's the number. That's another thing. I talked about mindset earlier. The other one is we shop with our own wallet. And what I'm going to say is that, do you live in a $500,000 house? Do you drive $100,000 car? Do you have another $100,000 car in your parking lot? Do you have a $5,000 watch on? And if you answered no to all of those, then quit shopping with your wallet. Quit shopping with your wallet. Shop with their wallet. You want to shop with their wallet. You want to have three $200,000 cars, $700,000 house. That's how you shop out of their wallet. You don't shop out of your wallet, because your wallet's broke. If your wallet's like mine right now, it's broke. There ain't no money in it. You got to shop from their wallet. You can't shop from my wallet. You can't shop from your wallet, because your wallet's broke. You got to shop from their wallet, because they got plenty of money. DJ went and looked at a house today, and I don't even want to guess how much that stupid house is. It's probably worth $2 million, maybe more. I think it's 10,000 square feet. It's probably worth more than that. Um, signs going out tonight. We like signs. Signs are awesome. Putting out the money bushes. Money bushes turn into money trees, which is awesome. I fell into the trap, and thank God I found your videos afterward, or I'd be in real trouble. And it's true, man. There's a lot of snake oil out there of selling equipment and not being high price. And you know, I know one of the guys told one of them, "Oh, you shouldn't even bid that job." I'm like, "Bid it. What's the worst going to happen? You get told no, and then you learn something. And guess what? He learned all kinds of stuff. If he would have never bid that job, he wouldn't have learned all the things he might need the next job. He learned how to get a lift. He learned what all he needed for the lift. He learned what all permits he needed to shut down streets. He learned how far it can go. And if you would just said no, then guess what? You would never learn any of that stuff. And then when the next job comes and you try to bid it, they're going to tell you no on that job. And that's the dumbest thing I ever heard somebody say to do. Oh, you can't bid on those big jobs. The hell you can't. How do you eat an elephant? Do you think I bid on big jobs and I never did big jobs before? Yes, my first big job was almost 100 feet tall, and I had never done a building with a lift, and that was my first big job. You know what? Did we make money on it? Yes. Did I learn a lot of things? Yes. If I would have said no, you know what? That's too big of a job for me. I can't handle that. I only got this. I only got this one little 8 gallon a minute here with a little 4 gallon or 5 gallon a minute 12 volt, and I had the 12 volt the whole freaking thing. And I don't think I can do it with that. I did a. I did. I did. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I got any pictures of it or not. Who wants to see pictures of it? Who wants to see pictures of one of my first big buildings I did? Um, Let me see if it'll come up. Covington. Um, let's see. That would have been around here. I don't know if I can find it or not, but I'll look it up. If I find it here while I'm talking, I will show you one of the first big buildings. You know, I don't know what the name of the building or that street is. I know what it was, a nursing home. And so it was a big nursing home. And you know what? I did it. And you know what? I was up in this thing for 4 days, this lift. And when I was up in this lift, I tell you what, I was scared to death. The fourth day we were up there, and I was like, why is this lift shaking so much? And it was one of my best friends at the time. He's still a good friend of mine. And he's like, well, look at your legs. My legs was shaking like a leaf in a tree. And it wasn't a pretty sight. And it was shaking the whole lift. And we were 100 feet up. And yes, I was scared. But you know what? It didn't stop me from doing it. And could have I been like, oh no, I can't do that. That's too big of a building. You can't do that. You know what? If somebody tells you you can't do something, get them out of your life. That's what I'm going to tell you. If somebody says you can't do something, tell them to go bye bye, right? We don't need people to tell us we can't do something. If that's the case, I mean, that's kind of the whole thing what we've been talking about. Mindset, right? Mindset, mindset, mindset. If you think you can't do it, at least try. At least see if you can figure it out. What's the worst can happen? You screw something up and then you learn that you can't do that. Well, that's what we do, right? You know, and you can say, well, Jason, that's just not being right. I'm just telling you the truth. If you don't like hearing the truth, then I don't know what to tell you. Um, but it's the truth. And you know what? I want you to be successful. I want you to try things. I want you to go out there and try to bid big jobs. Just try it. You know, what's the worst you can do? You get the stupid thing, just make sure you bid it over about $20,000 more than you think, and then you'll make really good money. You either make really good money or screw something up. And I know I'm going to get haters of, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. You know what? I could have went down that road of the same crap that you're telling me not to do this, and I would have never done these big jobs that I did. I did big apartment complexes, $40,000, $50,000 apartment complexes, $100,000 apartment complexes. You think I would have been able to do $100,000 apartment complex if I didn't try to do this? Well, no, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. And here it is. Let's see. Um, let's see if I can get the height on it here. And the stupid thing about this building is the way it sits down over this hill, and the hill goes way down over another hill. So when you're up on this stupid thing, it looks even worse. I'm going to share my screen that way. It'll make it easier for me. So this is the building that I did. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stories. It was about 85 feet to the top, 85, 90 feet to the top. And so this is what the building looked like. And we cleaned it all. It was a $20,000 job. This is where we started at in the beginning here. You can see how dirty it was there. The lift cost us about $4,000, $3 or $4,000. But this was the building far away. And so this building, I could have said, no, we can't clean this. No, we can't clean that. What are you talking about? We can't clean that. But no, I didn't say, no, we can't clean that. I said, yes, we can clean that. And guess what? We went and cleaned this sucker. You can see how little these people look down there when you're way up in the air. And it's just something that, we can do and make it happen, right? You can be told no, or you can go and try and get it done. This is where we're at. This was the last day, and this is right before I was like, why is this lift shaking so much? It was shaking so much because I was ready to get the hell down. I didn't like it to be up there anymore. And so, don't be afraid to bid big jobs. I didn't know what I was doing when I bid that job. I had no idea what I was doing when I was bidding that job. But I could have said, no, I can't do that big job. But I did it. And guess what? We got it. And guess what? We made money. And that's the whole goal. Rob, you might want to get with Jason H too. He's not far south from me. Just a reference, I charge $120 an hour to mow lawns, and I'm going to raise prices. Raise your prices. Absolutely. Even mowing grass. I know people, oh, you can't charge that. Yeah, you can. Find the right customers. That's what it's all about. Jason, I'm still a bit scared giving that high ticket. Why? You've been at this for 2 years now. You can do it, Big Rob. You're in a high ticket area. You got people with more money know what to do with up there in that Jersey area. You got plenty of money. You got to ask for it. That's right. Fear holds us back, unfortunately. Ballpark price on installing gutter guards. People are charging $10, $12, $15 a foot. That is true. I got called on gutters after cleaning them, and the neighbor's kid had shot wiffle balls into the downspout. I had a guy call for an estimate on a patio and sidewalk, so I gave him my price of $300, and he said it seemed high. And I said, I'm doing the pressure washing. He lives in a $800,000 house. Really? Yep. Do you know your market isn't as lucrative as others? I've been told my prices are too high from multiple. Yeah, well, guess what? You're only going to close 50%. Actually, DJ and pretty much everybody else I know that's high ticket are only closing about 30 to 40%. So that means you get 7 no's for 3 yeses. So did you get your 7 no's to get your 3 or 4 yeses? That's the goal. Cardinal took look at the value you're offering that differ from your competitors. Professional website, answer the phone. Do you have professional estimates process? Yes. Very late. What is the topic? Your head. What's holding you back? I'm actually looking to buy stuff and start window cleaning, gutter cleaning. Kind of scared to make the jump and hop on the road and make the big leap. Just do it. Don't be scared. What's the worst happen? You got to go get another 9 to 5 job? It's the only thing, that's the worst thing can happen. Show us. The biggest job I ever had is a $40 million home. They didn't blink overpriced, just sell it. People have been working that house for 6 years. A customer that sells who already said to me, "You're not better than anyone, but you deserve the best, so charge the best to live the best. Think it and live it and not quit the business." Whether you think you can't or you think you can, either way, you're right. That's a great quote. I've been preaching mindset to my teenage son about soccer. You can do it. It is so true. It even works with soccer, it works with anything. Thanks, Chris A. I'm using ResponsiBid, so I've got good follow up. At least I think I do. Well, you'll find out on Sunday if you come on Sunday. Huge spider behind you. Probably. We are getting high dollar ticket sales in Flippin, Arkansas. For crying out loud, just do it. And that's the thing. I remember when um, they came to one of my first Christmas night classes. William did, and or Brian, and his son is wasn't even he. It was just him and his wife, and they took the pressure washing and Christmas light class. And I remember he's like, "Man, we live in Flippin, Arkansas, and there's not a lot of money there." And I'm like, "Just charge it." And guess what? People are paying it. He wouldn't be writing that if the people wouldn't be getting high dollar tickets. They're selling high dollar Christmas light stuff, in Flippin, Arkansas. You can do it. Just had many customers tell me I'm more expensive, but we chose you. The higher price and confidence to ask it makes it you seem more knowledgeable than the cheap guy. And that's the thing. A lot of times you'll be shocked that people won't go with the cheap guy because they're the cheap guy. Chris, I've got five. I've only do Xmas lights. This is my second year. About going on the boots on going on the ground tomorrow. Yeah. After Christmas night installed tomorrow. You add them as a link or copy and paste. That's exactly right. All right. I'm 5 years away from getting a pension, but I want to pressure wash full time. Should I wait it out and get the pension and keep the side gig going? That's up to you. That's a tough call. I understand that pension and that, but them are shackles sometimes. What's your and this is up to you, right? How much are you going to get from that pension? What if you started a business and you got it to $1 million in those 5 years? Would you have been better to get your pension or get your business to $1 million, or 150,000 or $200,000? That's where you gotta. It is what it is, and you got to think about those things. And that's a tough call. That's a personal call, man. I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. Like I say, you can do that, and you're going to get your pension, and it's going to be there for the rest of your life. You hope that government don't screw it up. Or you could have $1 million business in 5 years, right? What do you want? Picks and reviews, maybe links to Facebook, Google, just to validate. And here's the thing about that right there. I read a see. Um, I don't know if I can bring this up or not. This is something interesting that I seen today. Actually, you know what? I can bring it up over here. I can bring it up over here. I read an article today out of Bright Local that's got me scared a little bit. I mean, things are changing. And we all know things are changing, right? Everybody knows things are changing. If you didn't think things were changing, I'd be lying. I'd be lying to you. And things always change. I've been in this business long enough that I know that things change, right? I've seen a lot of Google pandas and bears and gorillas that come out of Google and change all kinds of stuff. And so I actually read this today, and it kind of, and this is from Bright Local. So Bright Local is a very good review place. This isn't something that I'd be showing you if it wasn't. And so a move away from reviews, question mark. It seems as though Google is pointing users away from Google reviews. um, Star ratings are helpful, but they don't tell everything about the restaurant. Upcoming rollouts including AI that will take helpful insights from the sources such as user uploaded images to help evaluate location and make a decision that doesn't rely solely on reviews. Um, let me scroll back out of here so you can see the bottom of this. Um, Greg, but Google seemed to de-emphasize reviews as customer tool in favor of types of information. He added Twitter, one of the most search on today, suggests reviews are less helpful now for consumers in pointing to other quality vision content and making decisions about restaurants. So this is definitely something that I'm going to be keeping an eye on. And so when I seen this article, I was like, holy crap, that's not good, because that is definitely something that, we rely on reviews, right? And so, you then, and it kind of talked about TikTok a little bit and some other ways that you may have to start using different things to replace this here of what they're doing. So we'll just have to see how that happens. Read that. Yeah, I put it in the group. If you're in the pressure wash help group or my Christmas light group, both of I put the whole article in there. So if reviews don't work, start uploading more pictures. That might even be something from your customer. If you can get your customer to upload pictures, might actually start helping you. And you said that, I really didn't think about put the two and two together. But that is something that I would maybe consider, Freddie, is to see, even if you sent them those pictures and say, hey, will you please post this, or try to get them posted. So um, highly recommend Bright Local. Yep, Bright Local is awesome. Got a $6,500 week booked next Saturday to Sunday out of nowhere. Well, that's amazing. That's awesome, bro. Yeah, they won't even post half of my reviews. Maybe you need to get them to add pictures to it. But yeah, so I just read this. This just came out today. I got the email today, and so I seen that. And I was like, oh, that's not good. But you can look at this two ways. So I posted this, and somebody in the membership is like, "Oh, that's just the big guys against the little guys." Or you can look at it as an opportunity, right? How can we use this as an opportunity? What do we have to do to change to make this work better for us? Do I got to do videos? Do I got to do other things to make it work better for us? So we can look at it as a negative way, or we can look at it as a positive way. And guess what? It all comes back down to here. If we look at it in a negative way, it's probably going to hurt us. If we look at it in a positive way, it's probably going to help us. So just to think about that. Do you have to label the pictures or just upload them? I mean, you used to do the to label them, but here's the thing, and I'm going to hit on this right here. What he says about AI, you can tell that picture where it is. AI knows where that picture was taken at. AI knows where that picture is. It knows everything. It can figure out everything. And so I don't know if naming them, I mean, I would probably still name them because I haven't seen that it hasn't helped it. But with AI, with the way is AI knowing everything, AI knows where that picture was taken from. It knows what phone that picture was taken from. Like you can go into Google Images and take a picture, and it'll tell you where it originally came from. And so it's AI is pretty nuts. I use AI all the time, and I haven't even hit on this much on here. I do in my trainings and stuff, but AI is crazy. Whatever the change, we figure it out and keep hammering. Exactly, and because here's the thing: there's going to be people that aren't going to change. They're going to be like, "I've been doing it this way for 20 years. I've been doing it this way for 5 years." Well, guess what? The way you've been doing it for 5 years aren't working. So guess what? You got to do it. You know. I'm gonna actually I'll show I will give you a little AI here. This is what I use here. This is so Jason. I probably should make this a whole nother live, but um, hey, quit that! You're telling my secrets. Um, so Jason sucks at writing. I've always sucked at writing. I suck balls at writing, like balls sucking writing right here. I couldn't write a sentence if I tried to. Well, AI is pretty cool. So this is what AI is. So AI is this is Jasper. Jasper is this little guy here. And if you want to go check him out on my resource page, you can get 10,000. I don't know what, you get some working. But you can literally write whole blog things with this here. So look, video topic ideas, right? And so I can put video topic ideas in there. So I can put how to start a pressure washing business. Bam. Let's see what Jasper tells me. So I got it on 10 outputs. What to consider before starting a pressure washing business. Research before starting a pressure washing business. Let's go up here and see my history. You think one of the ones that I did today would be in my history? Well, yes, it's in my history. And then I can go over here and tell Jasper to, this is a new one right here. This is a brand new one. Soft washing a house with a pressure washer. This is how Jason writes right here. This is Jason, right? You can put different tones in there. And so you can put different tones in there. I can put different people in there. Like a lot of times I put Grant Cardone in there. I put Tony Robbins in there. I put Russell Brunson in there. And it'll talk, it'll kind of write the way they talk. And so I know I'm going long here, but look at this. This is a whole freaking blog post that I can post. Look at this bad boy. So the blog, how to soft wash your house with a pressure washer. Spring is here and it means time to think about cleaning up your home. And after a long winter, if your house is a little dirty, wow, look, what is soft washing? Soft washing is a low pressure cleaning method that specializes in detergent, eco-friendly solutions to break down dirt and dime. The method is much greater. It gets the, wow, how to soft wash your house. Mix your detergent solution according to the instructions on the bottle. Attach the garden hose pressure washer. Fill up the pressure washer tank. Begin the soft wash. And I got 3 different blogs here talking about, what are the benefits of pressure or soft washing. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. Who thinks that's amazing? So here's another cool thing. You can come in here. That one's new. This one's new. This is one that I use all the time. Let's see. Pressure washing. Actually, I'm going to do King of Pressure Wash. Why do I need to, oh, wait a minute. Product description. Pressure washing the outside of your house for house washing. Yeah, see, that's how I write. And I'm just spitballing here, guys. I know I'm going to scroll in here if I can here. So attention is dirty house. Let King of Pressure Wash take care of it for you. We are experts in pressure washing, and you can have your house looking brand new in no time. We use eco-friendly solutions and the latest equipment to make sure your house is clean and healthy. Desire. You will be able to relax on the porch and drink a cold drink knowing that your house is shining like new. Our team is available 7 days a week so we can schedule you around, get you on the schedule. Schedule a free one, or if I don't like that one, dirty exterior of your home, pressure washing is the solution. King of Pressure Wash will clean the surface quickly and easily. We will use great industrial grade pressure washer to blast away. I probably wouldn't use that one. Let's go down to the next one. Attention, dirty house, no problem. Interest. Pressure washing is a perfect solution to get your house clean. Not only will it remove all of the dirt buildup, but it will also make your house look new again without the hassle of work. Desire. You deserve to have a clean home. Man, does these sound like good Facebook ads or good Facebook posts or any of that kind of stuff? Well, yeah, Jason, they do. They sound like a great of that. Another cool tool back here that I use a lot. That you can use. Google your Google My Business post. We can talk about Google My Business post. So tell us an update. House washing special this week, and then I can, and so I can hit more. Usually I do more. I I don't know why this one's not doing it. Business announcement. Get your house washed this week for a special price. I'm available for booking all through the week. And don't forget, I also offer gutter cleaning, window cleaning, and pressure washing services. So, whatever maintenance needs you have, give me a call. I'm always happy to help. House washing special this week. Give me, so it's amazing, right? It makes you sound amazing, makes you not sound like who I might be sometimes. And so this is one that I use all the time on my Facebook stuff. If you see my Facebook question and I ask questions, money. Look, I'm going to show you. This is so. Look, how do you feel about money? Have you probably some of these you may have seen me post on my Facebook because this is where I get it. And then I want to show you something even better than that. How do you believe money should be used? So I can go in here and I can copy this here. So watch this here. So I can copy this one here, and then I can say, "Oh, you know what? I actually want to answer how what this question is." So then I can bring it over here, and I can answer my own question. So then it sounds like I'm really smart. And then I believe that money should be used to make people's lives better. It can be used to purchase essential things like food, water, and shelter, or it can be used to provide people with opportunities to improve their lives, such as education and healthcare. Money can also be used for things that make life more enjoyable, like travel and entertainment. Ultimately, I think money should be used to help people reach their full potential. You know, look how brilliant I sound. And then there's some more down here. I mean, there's a bunch of them on here. Now it takes a little bit to learn how to do it. It does. It's like everything. You can learn how to do it. You can come in here and say, um, so you can copy your review. You can put all everything in here, and then it'll give you a response to that review, and it'll give you amazing responses. So then that way you can take this amazing response and go back over, and then now we can talk about it. I use it for my videos, topics. PSA and ADI are both of them. You can explain it as a kid. The best way to pressure wash a house. I'm going to try to use this for Tinder picking up girls. It probably would work because you can write emails with it. You can write everything with it. The best way to clean your house is with a pressure washer. Yes, you can use it for code. You can use it for your email. You can use it for blogs. You can use it for SEO. You can use it for everything. Everything. It's pretty freaking amazing what all you can use this for. That where is the one I just seen it? Oh, this one here is pretty cool. It'll help you with videos and doing it. It does take a little bit to get that one figured out. We can use it for post captions. We can use it for anything. It is amazing. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite tools. This is crazy right here. So this is tone detector. So if you can take somebody's wording and put it in here, and it'll tell you what type of tone that they use to write it in. It's crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And so this is one of it. Another thing is you can do a document here, and we can start from scratch, and then we can just start. We can put the stuff in here, and that will do it. That's what these recipes are. So we have recipes. So if we want to do a cold email, it tells us how to write the cold email. And literally like everything, it will tell you to write the perfect cold email using the ADI. And so it'll tell you write the product name, and then it will sit there and write this stuff for you. It is amazing, guys. I love it. And I know that if you want to go check it out, you can go to my resource page. I put a link on it. And so that is what you can do. That is super cool. It is super cool because I suck at writing, and it helps me write well, and then it also helps me. It's just pretty cool. Pictures is what is changing the way reviews are being done according to Google. They want local pictures info versus text reviews. Our challenge will be, how do we post pictures for a region? Yep, it will be. But you know what? You can figure it out. That's the beautiful thing of it. Um, AI playing the algorithm. Yep. But yes, so I do use Jasper too. So now you all know my secret. Well, there's only 47 of you know my secret. And I know I'm going long, but you know, there's ways to overcome things. If you think that you can't do it, there is things that you can overcome. Cheaper than hiring content writers. You know, I'm on the high dollar plan. I'm on the $120 plan because I got on the unlimited plan when it first came out, and it wasn't a great tool way back then. It was okay, but as the AI is learning, and it's so what they did is they took 10% of the internet all the way up to 2019, and they stuck it in Jasper. Actually, they called it Jarvis originally, and then they got sued, and now they call it Jasper. And they put 10% of the internet in there all the way up to 2019. And then from there, he's learned. And over the last year, I've been using this tool for about a year. It's gotten so much better. Like, there is some crazy stuff out there that you can do with this. Like, you could run a business just writing copy with it. There's people that just write copy and use AI from it. And so, and it is all AI, and you can go and put it into copy. You know, make sure it's not plagiarized or whatever, and it's like 99% accurate that it's not plagiarized from someone else's information. So it is crazy, crazy, crazy. The secret is golden for this crappy writing gal. Well, I mean, it is amazing, Pink Robin. I would be lying to you if I didn't say I used it every day. I literally use this tool every day. Like, you can sit down and write out all your blog or all your posts for social media just from it. Just, you pick the topic, you write it, and bam, now you have everything there. They have different plans. I think it starts around $50 and it kind of goes up from there. So them are some things that you can do. Like I say, if you go to kingofpressurewash.com/resources, I have a link that will send you to this. Guy offer $100 off after you walk around with the customer if they give you a review and post a picture of the service. I know companies that hand the customers their iPad right there after the service. Yep. Hey, whatever we got to do. All right. For whatever reason, I'm losing my voice and I'm at an hour. And I thank you all for coming out. I know I only got 42 of you left, but I hope you all learned something, especially with AI. And I might get more into this stuff. I really haven't posted a lot about it, but it is something that I use every day. And if I am in a business just like you're in a business, and this is part of the part that is the gold part, because I do suck at writing, and I've always sucked at writing. That was one thing that held me back. And so, guess what? There's ways to overcome it now. Now they're writing AI for freaking pictures, and I just signed up for it. It's like $20 a month. I don't know how well it's going to be. I might cancel it, but I may just keep it to see if I can make it work better. But they can do AI for pictures. So now you can write a blog post, tell a picture what you want, put that picture in there, and now you have a whole blog post with pictures. So it is definitely something that you can do and make things happen. Go check out kingofpressurewash.com. I have talked about a lot of this stuff in there on the membership, so go join the membership. I am having an in-person training coming up. So go, if you want to learn about pressure washing your Christmas lights, you can go check it out. It's in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's a hands-on training. This isn't, hey, Jason, show me how to do it. It's literally hands-on training. So hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you all later.